Guitar.
Alright guys, welcome back. So today we're going to have some fun. We're going to do the Sesame Street theme song. I know this seems kind of silly, but you know, you got to always keep that childlike sense of wonder in your guitar playing. You got to always be playful, you got to always be having fun. That's all we're trying to do here today. I was just noodling around the key of B and I went, and I thought, oh, that's Sesame Street theme. So I found the song, and I saw they were in the key of C. But playing it with single notes just seemed a little thin. So we're going to fatten it up. We're going to harmonize all that with thirds and sixths and everything like that. So let's go ahead and just get into the intro. Okay, so for the intro, we're going to be going C major, D minor to E minor. And we're going to play it in that kind of ska type of way where we have an aggressive down hit and then a muted upstroke. And we kind of pulse the chord in between as we mute, doing that. Alright, so we're just going to do that on these three chords. Alright, so we'll start out 10, 9, 8, 8. We'll go 10 on D, 9 on G, bar B and E on 8. Down hit, upstroke with a mute on each upstroke. Then walk up 2 frets. We're going to play D minor, 12 on D, bar G, B, E on 10. Same pattern. Then take that same shape up 2 frets to E minor, 14 on D, bar G, B, and E on 12. Then we're going to walk back to D minor, strum it down once. Then do an upstroke, put your pinky down on 12, make it a D minor 9, and then go back and just hit your regular D. Alright, so we have, and we just repeat that twice, and then we'll get into the verse where they start singing, right? Okay, so for the verse, we're going to slide in with our thumb, low E on the 8th fret, then hit the full C chord, 10 on D, 9 on G, bar B and E on 8, while having your thumb on the low E, mute out the A. And then I kind of give it like a little upstroke just to keep a fluid motion going. Alright. Then we're going to hammer on. We're going to bar B and E on the 8th fret, hammer on the 10 on B. Then we're going to go down to F major, 5, 6, 5, G, B, and E, play your D shape. Okay, and then I kind of do this a triplet, like a down, down, up, or down, down, up, whatever, man. It's just, you know, basically it's a triplet. And then we're going to walk up in fourths, right? So we're going to have 5, 6, G, and B. What makes this a fourth is they're 4 degrees apart, right? You have your C and your F, you have your D and your G, and then you have your E and your A. All those are 4 scale degrees apart, right? So we'll go 5, 6 GB, 7, 8 GB to 9, 10 GB. And you just kind of use the melody to walk it up. Then slide back into your low E on the 8th fret, okay? So you'll have, and slide back in with your thumb, low E on 8. Then from here, after you slide in with your thumb, hit that C chord again. Do that hammer on again, bar B and E on 8, hammer on the 10 on B. Then we're going to strum F major to F major. We're going to do the D shape here, 5, 6, 5. Then we're we're going to go 3, 2, 1, 1, D, G, B, and E, just to kind of give us some movement, kind of make it more vocal-like, right? I just kind of basically do like a triplet and a triplet, you know, kind of strum it out however you'd like though, right? So then you have... Alright, so after you go F to F, slide back in to 8 on the low E, then hit your full C chord. Do that double stop hammer on, 8 to 10 on B. Then just give your F major here, 5, 6, 5, give that one hit. Then we're going to walk up these fourths again. This time we're going to change the phrasing, right? We'll go 5, 6, GB, 7, 8, GB, 9, 10, G and B, right? Then we'll go to G major. We'll have 7, 8, 7, G, B, and E. Then C major, 10, 9, 8, 8, D, G, B, and E. Then your D minor, 12, 10, 10, 10, D, G, B, and E, right? Alright, so that last little part. Okay, so that's your verse part. And then we get into the Sesame Street part where the chorus is, right? Alright, so for the ending of the chorus when they sing, "Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street?" we're going to harmonize that part using thirds and sixths. I always like to use more than one note when doing any kind of melody because it just makes it sound fatter and fuller, gives it more of a singing quality. You can use single notes, but it sounds kind of thin and weak whenever you do that. So if we use single notes, we'd be going... and that just doesn't have the same feel or vibe as going... Right, it makes it a totally different sound. It just sounds fuller, fatter, sounds a lot more professional. So we're going to walk up these six parts, right? Right out of C major, we'll have 9 and 8, G and E. Hybrid pick it. Pick on G, middle finger E. 10 on G and E. Then keep your middle finger down on 10 on G. Go up to 11 on E with your ring finger. And then go back to 10, right? Then go to 9 and 8, G and E. Then we'll go 10 on D and B to 9 and 8 on D and B. Alright. Then how to get to Sesame Street, we're going to walk up in thirds. We'll have 9, 8, G and B to 10 on G and B. I like to use my ring and pinky. Then go 12, 11. Back to 10. Then hit 9 and 8 on G and B. And after you pluck G and B on 9 and 8, pick D on 10. Put your thumb down on the low E on 8 and strum it out. So this way you get that octave. And I just kind of strum down from the E to G. Alright, so that'll be your first part. Okay, and so that's the first go round. Then they do a second verse. Everything's the same as the first verse. Play everything the same. And then when they get to the second chorus, they sing, "Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street?" And they go up to a falsetto in Sesame Street and sing it in a higher register. So for that part, we'll go... Alright, so we'll have the same intro, right? All that stuff will be the same as the first go round, and then we'll change it. We're really just going to change the ending, so we'll go 9, 8, G and B, 10 on G and B, 12, 11, G, B, and then back to 10 on G and B, and then go back to 9, 8. Then we'll change it here. We'll go 10 on D and B, then 9, 8, G and E, and hit that twice. And after you pluck it the second time, immediately hit low E on 8th fret with your thumb. This will help fatten it up, it'll keep it moving, and just give it a more cohesiveness to the whole kind of chorus part, right? So second time. twice. I finished, man. I was just doing this a little bit. Just a little Reiki thing. I pull off 11 to 8 on E. And then I get 10 on B. And then 8 on the G string, bend it up. And then get 10 on D and slide off. And I just hit C7. You can end it however you want, play whatever you want. You can do a, you know, doesn't matter what you play, right? Anything will sound good. But that's everything, right? So that's the whole little second chorus part. So that's the whole song. I love doing this kind of stuff. It's such great practice. It's my favorite way to practice, because when we're doing this, it seems like just a simple nursery rhyme song, but we took it and we threw half a dozen different techniques at it, and we turned it into something more technically challenging and something that creates a more fun environment to practice in, right? So we're working on our hybrid picking with the right hand, we're working on our right hand strumming, our left hand muting, moving quickly between triad changes, working on our intervals, our thirds, our fourths, our sixths, all those things, man, that adds up. And, you know, doing this stuff over and over again, it makes you better, and it really makes all this kind of stuff second nature. So, man, just take this, have fun with it, practice slow. I'll see you next time.